Yeah, welcome to the Basement Postgame Show, or the Miami Dolphins Postgame Show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and I'm joined today by my guy Nando, aka Sports Vibes 305. Nando, how you doing today, my boy?
Terrible.
Yeah. And pulling up one time from the Dolphins side, ski mask man himself, the most hated Dolphins Twitterer I've ever seen in my life. My homie, my blood, the boy from Broward, Juan Cardona, aka Exclusivity. My boy Juan, how you doing today, my boy?
Feeling prophetic, bro. Like honestly, I feel like a prophet. I feel vindicated. I feel like Noah when he got that game-winning pick six. Like I don't want to say cloud nine, but I'm in some type of cloud. I don't know.
Listen, my boy. Listen, my boy. The results speak for themselves. So we always got to make sure that we keep that in proper context. So your Miami Dolphins lost 21-23 to the New England Patriots, dropping their fifth straight in a game that could have helped them kind of clinch a playoff spot. Now they absolutely have to win next week against the New York Jets. We're just gonna start with overall thoughts. So Juan, we're gonna start with you. Juan, give me your overall thoughts on today's game and what this kind of means for your season.
I think we're the most consistent team I've ever been a part of. I've watched Ryan Tannehill play football. I've watched Chad Henne play football. But I've never seen like the up and downs of Tua and up and downs of the 2022 Dolphins, bro. Like truly, it's something to behold. Like we go on 3-game winning streak, 3-game losing streak, 5-game winning streak, 5-game losing streak. We have a master class against Detroit with Tua, and we have a 10 for 28 game with Tua. We have a 300-yard, 13 completion first half with Tua with 3 TDs or whatever it was, and then a 3 INT second half with Tua versus Green Bay. Like, it's literally the epitome of this team. This is who we are. This is who we built it up to be. And as much as me, obviously the very vocal Tua hater, wants to trash on Tua, I think the scapegoat this year has to be Chris Greer. It's tough for me to say because honestly, like, we got Tyreek Hill, we got Teron Armstead, we got dogs, bro. We signed some dogs this year. But the overall shit, bro, like I'm starting to really question it. I'm questioning everything, bro. We're 8-8. We're looking like the best possible record is going to be 9-8, and that's the same as last year with Flores. So did we even improve? Because to me now it's just we went from elite defense, no offense, to elite offense, no defense. So where did we win? Like I just don't see it.
That is very interesting because I mean, in the game where you get no Tua, you have no X, you have no Teron Armstead. Like, it's you're missing a bunch of people, but it's still a winnable game. Like, and you're still seeing a lot of mistakes from this team. Uh, you want to put this on Chris Greer. One of the people who I absolutely have believed deserves smoke from the beginning is Mike McDaniel. Like, this man, like the same. I think his decline and Tua's decline started around that San Francisco game because he has not been good. Want to throw it to my guy Nando. Nando, give me your thoughts on today's game and kind of what this means for your season.
Well, Juan nailed it right in the head, but so did you as well. I think Mike McDaniel also gets a lot of this damn blame because as Tua goes, he goes, and it's vice versa. Like, they go hand in hand. Like, there's certain games where he's been outcoached recently, and hey, a losing streak falls on your head coach. 5 games in a row following 0-3. I mean, well, you were 8-3 and then 5 in a row. Like, Mike McDaniels deserved a lot of this smoke as well, man. I thought he shied away from the running game again when it was working late in the game. But honestly, like, this team didn't even have anything going for them. But I think a lot of the blame goes on Mike McDaniel. I thought this was the game where we needed Mike McDaniel to kind of try to outcoach Bill Belichick. I know that's a tough task to do, but throw the kitchen sink. This is a must-win game. Like, I don't care if, you're the offensive guru, like you have a bunch of tricks up your sleeves. Show me that. And I didn't see none of that from Mike McDaniel today. I was even thinking to myself, like, yo, do some shit where get creative. Like, yo, if Tyreek Hill's not getting targets, maybe make him as a running back or do something like that, like you did with Deebo Samuel last year. Like, maybe that'll throw Bill Belichick off his game. I saw none of that shit. Nothing. And I thought Mike McDaniel has been critical of the reason why we're losing 5 in a row now. I think he deserves a lot of the blame. You can blame Tua. I think it's a mixture of both of them. I'm not liking what I've seen from Mike McDaniel. And like Juan said, now the best we could go is 9-8. the same record that Flores gave us. And so we have a good offense, but a bad defense now. But what do we have? We're throwing money, throwing away picks. Where the hell do we go from here now? Shit's crazy.
I think it's very interesting that y'all talking about this team having the same record as Flores had last year, because it's like if you don't make the playoffs, which is now a very realistic possibility, then it's like, what did you actually gain? What did you actually gain? The Dolphins were in control of their own destiny, similar to last year, and as they keep fumbling the bag. Like, is this a case? Like, is this new issues, Juan, or is it like is it same old Dolphins, bro?
Bro, I'm a strong believer in common denominators. The last 3 years, the common denominator has been Tua. The past 20 has been Chris Greer. One of them has to be changed. You know which way I want to go, which guy I would want to change like in a heartbeat. But in my opinion, this year the scapegoat has to be Chris Greer. As much as I want to get rid of Tua, as much as I want to get rid of Boyer, as much as I want to get rid of all the offensive linemen, like outside of Armstead and Connor, like it has to be Greer. Like the construction of the team is in question. The depth of the team is in question. The offensive line is still in question. And now on top of all that, all the picks that you quote unquote wasted during the Greer or during the Brian Flores era on defense, they're all of a sudden starting to look questionable. Like Javon Holland, like he, kind of has disappeared this year. JP's been really the only guy who's really stepped up. And then X is gone, hurt, or been hurt. Byron signed and went the swiping fox on us. And then fucking here we got the pass rush win merchant not even being able to play a game because of a thumb. But I see Alec Engel trying to catch a pass with one hand. Like, I'm just gonna get hot again. I'm gonna get hot again. That play really pissed me off. Mm-hmm. I saw Alec Engel on a rollout as the first option or as a safety net for Skylar Thompson when he has one hand.
He has a club on his hand.
What are we doing? Like, bro. Like, there's just so much wrong with this team, and as much as I want to harp on Tua, bro, like, it's just everything, bro. It's literally we're just inconsistently consistent, bro. Like, I've never seen a team win 3 straight, lose 3 straight, win 5 straight, and then lose 5 straight, bro. Like, I don't know what to predict next week. Like,
so a couple of things. Like, I want to shout out my guy Ricky J. Mark. But yeah, make sure y'all follow his orders and like this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Basement Sports Network. That's the only type of currency we got. We almost at 1.9 thousand subscribers, trying to get to 2K. So if you have not subscribed with us, make sure you subscribe. If you have not liked this video, make sure you leave us a like, leave us a comment too. Nando, you wanted to jump in, and then I got a question bouncing off of what Juan was just talking about.
No, yeah, like Juan says, like, where do you go from here? I was thinking to myself, like, even if you do go 9-8, the Jets, by the way, are losing right now to the Seahawks 10-0. And it's like, but even if by a miracle we get in, like, what the fuck are we watching? I don't even think we can curse anymore. But what are we watching?
Oh, because the new YouTube rules?
Yeah.
Fuck that, Nando. Go ahead and say what you want to say, my boy.
What the fuck are we watching, man? God damn. But go ahead.
So the question that I wanted to pose, and I'm gonna throw it right back to you, Nando, because Juan is talking about roster construction. Like, is this the roster construction, or is it like the injuries? Because I think that some of the things that you're trying to do defensively work a lot better when you have Byron Jones and Xavier Howard in the lineup, as opposed to fucking Keon Crossing out there who's getting picked on and essentially launching himself into wide receivers while not looking for the ball at all. Like,
that boy got so shook. He got so panicked. He saw the Holy Ghost himself and said, I had to tackle him.
Yo, bro, that man dove head first into that receiver, and it kind of blew me for a loop. But is it roster construction? Like, do you believe that Chris Greer also, because he probably made the best moves of any GM in the offseason?
Okay, but question. I don't mean to answer with another question, but isn't part of like the roster construction also included like the players you're getting? Like, I love Armstead. When has he finished the season or played 16 games? Like, once?
But you know that coming in, Juan.
Correct.
Do you take Armstead, or do you keep playing Jesse fucking Davis, bro?
I know, dog.
That's what I'm saying. He's an improvement, bro. So you got to give him credit for improving.
He did. No, he did. You're right. You're 100% right. I'm just questioning everything, dog. Like I really am. Like why are we paying all this money to cornerbacks that honestly we're not even really trying to pay anymore? Like why did we restructure Byron? Why did we re-sign why did we tag Gesicki? Like why did we sign Cedric Wilson? Like these are just questions. Like I just don't. I can't even like give you like a sarcastic troll answer. I do not know.
I think those are
Cedric
questions
Wilson
better
does
asked
not
to
touch the
Nando.
field.
Yeah.
I think letting Nando answer some of those questions would be helpful for some people.
Go ahead,
Why do you make those moves?
Listen, I honestly I like the moves when we did them. I can't even front. Like I really did. I was optimistic about all the moves. I thought it was the right move to make. Paying Teron Armstead, getting an upgrade there, throwing money at Tyreek Hill, and even at the trade deadline or before the trade deadline when we got Bradley Chubb, we were 8-3 at the time or 7-3. It showed that this team is going all in and that they believe that they can be contenders. And shit, I felt for that as well. I think it's easier now to look at it and be like, all right, damn, this, Wilson ain't doing shit for us. Gesicki, at the time before, you're like, yo, Gesicki is a beast of a pass catcher. Maybe Mike McDaniel, the offensive guru, will find a way to implement him in the offense. I think it's easier now, like based on what we've seen, to be like, yeah, that was a bad move. That was a bad move. But honestly, I like the moves that Chris Grier made. The only thing I can knock on Chris Grier on is probably his ability to draft, especially offensive linemen, just wasting high picks. But besides that, man, when you pick the common denominator, I think Tua. If you had to get rid of one or the other, I would pack Tua before Grier, to be honest with you.
And this
really
bro.
would.
This is my thing about Grier. Grier, for all of his failings, that's why my guy who I'm putting most of the blame on is Mike McDaniel, bro. And
Same.
this is something. It's like Nando just said, bro. As an offensive guru, for you to not be able to find a way to involve one of the most prominent tight end pass catchers in this league into your high-powered genius offense, that to me, like, there are alarms ringing in my head. And of course, we want to shout out my guy Kai Chisholm, half a Kane gang. I know that boy half black. With the $4.99 dono, he said Ross is 100% going to fire Grier, going to end up with a new defensive coordinator and GM next year. I don't think that's the answer, Kai. Like, I really don't. Like, maybe Boyer, yeah, that the defense needs a shakeup in terms of like him, because we've heard 416 kind of make some complaints that all Boyer does is put more people on the line. It's like he has no other adjustments out of that. But even Boyer kind of gets a pass from me because of the circumstances. You're playing Keon Crossen and goddamn Cater Cole as your two starting cornerbacks. I don't expect but so much from those guys. But I do kind of want to get into Teddy's performance because we didn't talk about him at all. Teddy kind of started the game. He was 12 for 19, 161 yards, had a touchdown and an interception. Talk about what you saw from Teddy. Did you like what you saw from Teddy while he was in the game?
Honestly, it was just an up and down performance, right? Like he obviously had that pick six where he got hurt, but he dropped that dime to Tyreek early in the game where we didn't get the call or we got the call, whatever. I don't know what the narrative is on that one, but to me, I didn't really see Teddy as like the problem. And mind you, I'll be 100% honest. He wasn't the solution either, because I've done this with Tua plenty, where I've said, oh, he's not the problem, but he's not the solution. Teddy was the same thing. This offense, like honestly, like I feel like any three of us could probably score 15, 20 points with it. Like they're just too stacked. Like you have Tyreek and Waddle, bro. Like the offense should not be a question with anybody. Skylar obviously is maybe like a mental patient. I don't really know what's going on with him there. But to me, Teddy was not the issue at all. It was just more so the typical stuff that we've seen with McDaniels, where it's inconsistent play, it's penalties, it's bad positioning, it's not knowing when to challenge, bad timeouts, like all the little things that we've said about McDaniel throughout the entire year that everybody said we were just nitpicking. They beat us over the bush with it. They beat us over the head with it. Like it's literally the same thing every week. False starts, illegal procedures, like the smallest of penalties. And you go against a team that's Bill Belichick coached. They're not making mistakes to lose. They're really not.
Well, we talked about this earlier in the season, bro, with this substitute teacher shit from Mike McDaniel. Like it's rearing its ugly head at the most inopportune times for the Dolphins because this team looks extremely undisciplined all the time. Like, and that to me has been a very big problem, and it's costing them games. Another thing that we talked about is him going for it on fourth downs and shit. Like y'all got bailed out today on that fourth down, like going forward 3 times, roughing the punter where Morstead was like faking and shit. Like y'all, like I don't know, bro. Like I think I just want to call McDaniel to the carpet. So, but Nando, I'm not gonna put that on you. I want you to talk about Teddy too. Talk about what you saw from Teddy Bridgewater today.
Honestly, I kind of liked what I saw from Teddy throughout the game. I thought he played just like a serviceable veteran backup would. I thought he was playing conservative. He was checking the ball down a lot, which I like to see. We don't really see that. We were kind of missing that for quite some time. So I thought he was making like the right decisions. He was just doing what he can. I just think I think it was McDaniel, and I think just his play calling or whatever it was. I don't really, besides the interception where he did obviously get hit in the hand, I don't think Teddy played a bad game. I don't think he's the reason why we lost. I think it was more on coaching, more on play calling, and just execution. Like at the end of the day, it's just, I thought Tyreek Hill was going to get involved more. He did have 7 targets. I see 4 catches. But this is coaching. I thought Teddy did all right. Like when Skylar came in, I was begging like, yo, if we need Teddy, please come back. Please come back. I thought Teddy gave us the best chance to win out of the 2 that we had. So I thought Teddy played good enough, but the team didn't.
And I think I'm kind of with you in terms of like this loss not being on the player so much as it is coaching. Because in my opinion, like the defense in the first half was playing well enough to win. The offense, you knew you would be limited coming in with Teddy, but you still like only had 7 points at the half. Like it's a tie game at the half. And then defense followed up. Go ahead, Juan.
I'm gonna respectfully disagree. Like that's Mac Jones and Matt Patricia. Like I'm sorry. Like they should not be scoring 10 points on us, bro. Like they really shouldn't. And it's just dog. Like we're just that bad, bro. Like we really are. Like there's no rhyme or reason. There's no like concise plan of like we're gonna run this play to set up this play. There's just nothing from the coaches. They're just like out there looking at each other like, did that work? Oh, okay, let's try that again. And then when it stops working, it's like, oh, what do we do? And then it's like, McDaniel. Oh, well, you're kind of like 30-something.
That's what I'm saying, Juan. Like
they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody to lean on. They don't have anybody.
I'm blaming that's why I keep circling back to McDaniel, bro. Like, look, I everything about this screams a poorly coached football team, bro. Like they don't make adjustments. Like, what adjustments has Mike McDaniel made all season long?
I mean, we threw a lot of checkdowns today.
That was it.
That's Teddy. That's Teddy. If like, Tua was in there, you wouldn't have threw them at all. Like that's Teddy taking the check down.
Last game we had a fumble by Mostert, and this game, like his first carry was a fumble.
We had a fumble by Mostert.
like bro, like yo, put a foot in these boys' ass, bro. Like let them know they're fucking up. But it's just like, oh, come on, guys. I'm not gonna tear you down. I'm gonna lift you up. And it's like, bro, someone needs to do some tearing down because we are ass.
But at the beginning of the season, that's what we heard. They like that. Like Dolphins fans was into that type of freaky shit. Where you out here, coach, coach, let me go whenever I want to go. Like y'all was into that. Like so I don't want to hear nobody crying about it now. Like and that's kind of why it's like when that man got on there and he was coddling and fondling these motherfuckers' balls and stuff, y'all was all on that. But
700 play cut-ups for 2 and to feel good about himself.
Yeah,
like, man. What's motherfucking Duke Riley getting hit in the back of the head with a fucking football? No, it was okay. He was in the right position. Like that's the shit that y'all like. But now it's coming to bite y'all in the ass right now. Like in a time where y'all have lost 5 straight games and it is looking bleak. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. I asked JMV when we did the preview show. Do y'all think the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs? And I know
Jim Mora. Playoffs. Playoffs.
We're trying to win a game,
bro. We ain't making no damn playoffs. Like,
listen, if they win next week, they give themselves a good shot. So you saying they're gonna end the season on 6 straight losses? One?
I don't even know what to expect from this team.
Man,
I really don't. And it's versus the Jets and Mike White. And I can't tell you with a straight face that they're gonna beat them. I don't know.
The Jets ain't no hole. The Jets ain't no hole, one.
Bro, low key, on the lowest of keys, if the Jets win this game versus the fucking against the Seahawks, we're going into week 18 with the same record as the New York Jets. The same record, bro. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's just embarrassing, bro. It's literally embarrassing.
And they've had 5 different quarterbacks this year. So
they went Joe Flacco, Zach Wilson, Mike White, Streveland. I think went.
That other guy. I forgot Strevler or some shit.
Yeah.
You talking about Tim Tebow Jr.?
Yeah, that's basically that's who I thought of, bro.
Yeah, that's what he played like. He played like Tebow.
Do I think this team could make the playoffs? I think. Man, I guess because I don't know, honestly. But I don't know, bro. The fact that I don't know is a shame. Like, I thought this was like these last 5 games. I could tell you what, they don't deserve to be in the playoffs. They definitely don't. They're getting their ass kicked first round.
No.
So that's maybe a better answer.
It's gonna be like the Eagles last year when they made it versus Tampa and then got mollywopped that first round.
And we deserve that shit. We deserve to get make the playoffs and get smacked, bro. Like at this point, I'd rather see that shit because I'm sick.
My boy Kachin Chisholm keeping the sunshine, rainbows, and Skittles on y'all ass with the $1.99 donuts. He said making the playoffs for sure. Hashtag don't leave yet. Listen, Kachin Chisholm, I'm with it, bro. The good things can happen to the Miami Dolphins. I told you that, and I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that. But
put up colors. Put up Kyler Johnson. This team is worse than the Heat.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, boy.
Are we gonna fight for who's worse?
What? Hey, listen, bro. Both of y'all hold 500 now. Like, so
that's fucking crazy.
I think the Heat might be 1 game over 500, but hey, y'all both pretty average. But take for Shadur Sanders. Somebody, a moon bet said, nah, they equal. Not facts. This is what I want to ask y'all though. In a season where y'all 8-3, and then essentially the sky comes crashing down and y'all lose 5 straight. Like, where does this season rank? Because from Dolphins fans, where does this rank in terms of all-time disappointing Dolphins team? Y'all have a lengthy history of those. But I want to know, like, where would this season, with all the expectation, hype, consider everything, new coach, innovative, and all that shit. Nando, for you, where does it rank in terms of all-time disappointing seasons?
Bro, I think it ranks high up there, man. This year and last year is high up there, bro. Because last year we were following a 10-6 season where we could have made the playoffs. We're a good enough record to make the playoffs, but the league was popping that year. So I had high expectations. Then we started off like 1-7 or something like that, and I was like, damn, yo, the Dolphins did it to me again. Like, because I had crazy hope last year, yo. I was like, yo, 10-6. Flores looks crazy.
Don't worry, I got a trend for you. Tua injury last year when you played Jacoby Brissett, and then you lose all them games, and then you miss the playoff by a game. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Remember how that worked?
Yes, but I was highly optimistic last year. But then this year, I told myself after last year, I'm not gonna do it again. I'm just gonna Dolphins prove it to me, go to the playoffs. But then, that was my thing. But then February comes around. Oh, Tyreek kills a Dolphin. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, they're doing it to me again. I'm a little careful. All right, Teron Armstead. And I'm like, oh, shit. Mike McDaniel.
That was like back-to-back days, too.
Yeah, and then I'm like, all right, Mike McDaniel, this coach kind of weird, but now we got the talent. And then I'm like, shit, all right, let me be careful. Then they go 3-0 to start. And I'm like, oh, shit. And then Tua goes down. All right. Then they go 8-3. And I'm like, Super Bowl contender. So the fact that I said that, Super Bowl contender, that makes it absolutely probably the highest, most disappointing season of my fandom, at least. I'm 29 years old. I think this is the highest of the top because I have never, ever, ever said Super Bowl contender, and I fucking did this year, and I got played.
Yep, to an injury. You lose all them games. Yeah, he come back, plays all right. You still lose. You get injured again. You missed the playoffs by a game. My boy Relaxing Music said Tua's insurance is at good work right now. Not as good as it could have been had he gone with the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, Simple Health Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure you email them or give them a call today and tell them that the Basement sent you. Email I got James Poe at jpoe@simplehealthadvisors.com or give them a call at 321-345-7738. We appreciate it. my boy Moonbest said, congratulations, you played yourself. No, for sure, bro. For sure. Juan, I know you got several of these seasons racked up in that memory bank. Where does this rank on your all-time disappointing Dolphin seasons?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is up there with disappointing. So I bought season tickets the year after Gase made the playoffs, and that was the only year I bought season tickets. Maybe that's why I'm such a scorned lover of the Dolphins. So that was definitely the biggest disappointment because I had to go and pay in CJ color for a year. But I think this is more so embarrassment to me, right? Like embarrassment in the sense of I've already been embarrassed of this entire fan base since Tua was drafted. And leading up to this year, it reached peak levels of embarrassment because it was Dolphins receipt account. It was Perform pulling out all the receipts. It was all these different Twitter profiles and personalities, VBS, all these clowns over here gloating, and I'm talking about with their whole dicks out about week 10. And then here we are, week 17, how I've always predicted, and now we're all going to be disappointed? No, absolutely not. What am I disappointed about? I've seen 3 years of week 17s with two of failure.
And
what
now
am
you
I disappointed about?
And now you the bad fan, Juan.
I'm the crazy fan. I'm the one who's incoherently I don't even know what words to say about how to describe myself.
They say you don't know ball, Juan.
Bro, it's literally insanity to expect the same thing to to expect different results from the same thing. This team is cursed until they get a new stadium, until they get new QBs, until Chris Greer's out the building. I need all common denominators completely expunged from this team because I cannot do it. It's embarrassing.
That kind of goes to what Kyle talking about. He's saying the collapse sucks, but I don't want this completely blown up like others. Unfortunately, if they do, in fact, miss the playoffs again. So, where are you? Juan want to rip this bitch down from the roots. Nando, do you want to tear this down? I'm talking Chris Greer gone, get rid of Tua.
Wait, I got a question real quick before that.
Go ahead. Is
missing the playoffs mean we go 8-9 or 9-8? Because I don't want to be petty about it, but that's a huge thing for me.
I wanted to ask you that same question, Juan. The same shit.
Missing the playoffs? I want to say give you 8 and 9.
Nah, no. So sorry, Nando. That was for you. My bad.
You got to rip it down from the ceilings if it's 8 and 9. Well, okay, let's do 9 and 8 since that makes the question a little harder.
Yeah, I was gonna say because 8 and 9, and I'm literally deconstructing. I'm getting somebody to come in here and blow everything up. I want new fertile ground on the floor.
Oh, you firing McDaniel too?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, okay.
8 and 9, McDaniel, okay. his whole family is gonna have to move out of South Florida. I'm not. No. You're not gonna tell me on 9 and 8, adding Tyreek, adding Armstead, adding an offensive guru, and you're gonna tell me I lost one more game. No, absolutely not.
So we don't want to go too much further without make sure we acknowledge my guy Bubble one time for the one time joining the panel. That boy said his mental Sunday is on the break. Alex, go ahead, my boy. How are you feeling right now, bro? I know your mental Sunday is on the break, bro. But
one more loss, bro, and they're gonna have to send me to the funny farm. I am going to be locked up in a rubber sponge room. Something. My mental sanity is on. We'll try not to curse here. Is on the brink.
We already fucked that up, Maserati. You can go ahead and let it loose.
I'm trying to watch these games by myself, but I was actually in a public place today, and bro, people were looking at me this guy is gonna lose it any moment now. I don't even know where to start with this game, but I'll start with this. No coach has gotten worse quarterback play since December 1st than our head coach. Historically bad performance against San Francisco, bad performance against the Chargers, mid performance against Buffalo, historically bad second half. Teddy Bridgewater can't take a routine hit. He threw a pick six. The game was over when he threw the pick six. I knew it. Everybody knew it. When he threw the pick six, the game was absolutely over. Abandoning the run game. We can talk about that, but I can't blame him when we have Greg Little and Liam Eichenberg on the left side of the offensive line. Would you run the ball? How about Raheem Mostert, who fumbled again?
Kendall Liam. I've never heard this.
Yo, today. I was dying, bro.
Random guy. He got hurt today. I mean, I have no words for Skylar Thompson throwing 5-yard checkdowns to a man in a hand cast on 4th and 16. Right? I mean, we are looking at some next level bad mental strength from this football team. This is a collection of 53 men supposedly that we just cannot.
52 and a half. I'm not giving to a full credit.
Jason Sanders needs to be put in witness protection. I fear for his safety.
Somebody going in that boy house.
I mean,
Listen,
dude, you have not made a kick over 50 yards, and you are an NFL kicker. You are 1 of 5 or 0 of 6 from 50 plus. That is crazy bad, man.
I ain't gonna hold you. Somebody just opened your back door bubble. They came in the room looking to see what all that noise
It's
was.
definitely my grandma again. Like people are scared, man. Like
I'm checking in on you,
wore a
bro.
Dolphin jersey today. I wore a Lamar Jackson high school jersey. I didn't even put on Dolphin jersey today.
That boy no balls. That boy no
You see this?
balls.
I'm recruiting out here, bro. If I see this man in the streets, I cannot fucking believe that we have 2 top 5 receivers in the National Football League and we are 8-8. This is a curse. 8-3 to 8-8 is next level, ladies and gentlemen. Like relegate, take it in. This is NFL history that you are witnessing, and it's not Tyreek breaking the record. It's not Tua proving all the haters wrong. It's once again the Miami Dolphins have found a way, not just did it, like found a way, like actively searching for a way to break your fucking heart again. And you think you've hit the low. We thought last week we hit the low. We thought the Chargers we hit the low. We thought the San Francisco game we hit the low. Are you ready for when we
gets
hand
lower.
Mike White in the Jets a playoff spot next week? Are you ready for
The
that?
floor is the
Are you
roof.
ready for Mike White? Are you ready for Mike White to make the playoffs before Tua?
Mike White
Daniel
masterclass.
Jones to make the playoffs before Tua. Before Jaylen Hurts to make the playoffs before Tua. For Justin Herbert to make the playoffs before Tua. For Mac Jones to make the playoffs before Tua. For Tyler Huntley to make the playoffs before Tua. For Trevor Lawrence to make the playoffs before Tua. For Trevor Lawrence to make the playoffs before Tua. What the fuck?
Bro.
We tanked.
Yo, Bryce Petty's gonna make the playoffs before
For
2.
this,
I'm
they
done.
listen, at this point, I can't believe I'm saying this. We have had 32 starting quarterbacks. There are 32 teams in the National Football League. We have filled a league full of quarterbacks since the year that I have been born, since the great Dan Marino retired. Mac Jones is not an NFL starter. He gave you the work. Eric Rowe is the worst safety in the National Football League. The worst safety in the National Football
And
League.
his backup is the worst one after that.
Absolutely. Worst linebacking corner in the National Football League. Keon Crossing is the worst corner in the National Football League. Only second to Noah Iganagami.
Hey,
for the
whoa.
Miami Dolphins.
Whoa, let's take it easy with the rant.
Sorry, I keep ranting here, man, but
No one won us the game.
so many changes need to happen. Like, I mean, it's crazy.
The only thing that was gonna stop that rant from Juan was that Noah slander, bro. Other than that, we was gonna let you
That
cook.
was it.
We're gonna let you cook for the
next.
next 15 minutes, bro. Just go on the fuck up. Go ahead, Noah.
If Noah didn't get that pick, then we would have been officially eliminated. So shout out to Noah. Also, by the way,
Who is the quarterback coach? Do we not practice turning and looking for the ball? Keon Crossing doesn't just pass interfere. He runs.
He assaulted him. He assaulted him, bro.
Receiver. He kills that man on the sideline, and the ball is 5 yards behind him.
Bro, he was on that major right shit, bro. Where he was head first into that motherfucker on the
He
sideline.
tried to kill Jacoby Myers 3 different times.
he's playing out of position.
Something, bro.
He
What are
playing
you doing?
NFL street out there. That's what the fuck he doing. That bitch out there trying to kill somebody.
I mean,
That
Skylar
no-
Thompson, if anybody came out here, I tweeted as a joke that he's going to pull a Nick Foles. But if you were seriously out here at the beginning of the year after the preseason game being like Skylar Thompson should play, fine God. This man,
I have a bunch of troll tweets about Skylar
he
Thompson. that
can't
people take
process.
serious.
I mean, he flat out can't process
They
information.
all take him so seriously.
Warren did it on like bullshitting, and people honestly believe that he thought.
Oh no!
Skylar Thompson-
To this day, they call me the Skylar Thompson stan. All right,
No,
I guess.
bro, I mean, does anybody get less from their tight ends than this team?
bro. So that's kind of where I was going, Bubba.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Cook, bro. You know what I mean? I'm the least knowledgeable Dolphins guy here. So I'm just here to pass the rock around. So when y'all ISO, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. But the person that I've had the biggest smoke for the entire show has been Mike McDaniel. the offensive genius who can't find a way to make one of the elite pass catching tight ends good in his offense, the one who can't find a way to get his elite wide receiving core involved when he can't throw the ball over the middle, the one who still cannot find a running game in crucial times, the one who's still going for it on fourth down 3 different times in situation. Like, why is it that this fan base is so enamored by Mike McDaniel that he seems to be absolved of all smoke? And I'll just throw that up as a general question. One, I'll let you start. You're on mute. You're on mute.
He's young. He's obviously, I guess, humble. He's kind of quirky, and he gives them little funny answers to questions. And he probably smokes some blunts too. So it's like, all right, fuck it, let's ride with dog. But it's like,
leaving one more.
I need like a 56-year-old dictator who's gonna put a foot into his ass and be like, yo, that fucking pass in the ground, get that shit up. Like, bro, what? Like I feel like he's just cutting up like another 700 plays and saying, look, Tua, you can do this here, man. And here, Liam, and here, Austin, you can do this. It's like, no, bro. I need someone who's gonna be in there and be like, guys, you guys are playing like ass. Either fix it or none of us are gonna be here, because that's literally what we're looking at next week.
The main reason is because he's the coach that basically gave the fan base what they wanted, which was the coach that trusted and believed in Tua, the guy that's gonna, it's okay, pal. I'm gonna instill confidence. Oh, don't retire, man. You can do this. Like, here's your tape that I made of you. See, you can play in this league. Don't quit. That's why, because that's what all the fans wanted. Tua to be the guy. Tua's this. They didn't want to accept the real. They hate people that keep it real. That's why they hate you, Juan. That's why they hated Omar Kelly. That's why they hate people that keep it real, man. That's what they don't want to hear. They can't handle the truth.
Brock Purdy is 7 of 9 with 2 TDs.
And shout out to the optimistic Dolphin fans that are watching. We're very sorry, number one. And number
no,
two.
We're not. No, we're not. I'm not sorry at all. I don't apologize to you hoes. Fuck you. How about that? That's how I feel.
Second message is the Seahawks are winning 17-3 over the Jets, to the optimistic Dolphin fans that care.
Fuck them too. Like, fuck all these. Like, look, bro.
We're losing to the Jets next week. We're losing to the Jets next week.
To make it even worse.
We will. And I don't know if it'll be close. Mike White could cook up. Mike White might throw for 320 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm so serious. Against Keon Crossing? What do you mean? He will have another 300 yards in pass interference. Like, I can't even, bro.
No, but I think that's the general problem. Like, here's my problem with Dolphins fans. Like, for the majority of the fan base that we interact with on a nearly consistent basis, most of you motherfuckers never seen an elite quarterback in your entire history of football. Like, oh, you one of them? Yeah, I know. But I'm just like, I am a Green Bay Packers fan. I have only seen elite quarterback play for my entire football life. I went from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers. When y'all should probably trust people who've seen elite quarterbacks when they tell you that your quarterback might not be as good as y'all think he is.
You know why? You know why they don't, Royal?
Why is
because they're experts in bad quarterback play, and then they see Tua and they're like, he's not bad. Like, he's average. He's not bad. This is the best we've had since Marino, and that's a factual statement. But that's also a very sad statement. That's nothing to have pride for. That's nothing for you to go outside and say it outside of church and be like, guys, he's the best quarterback we've had since Dan Marino. Yeah, motherfucker. We've had Pat White, Chad Henne, fucking Jay Cutler, Brock Osweiler. Like, I can't keep naming these guys. Like, I'm gonna get some tattoos at this point. Like,
Brian Tenney.
Y'all
got a jersey about as long as the Browns. Like, y'all got a jersey about as long as the Browns jersey.
32.
It's gonna be longer because I think they found their franchise.
You think Tua gonna be on that list too?
Where do you go from here though? With no first round pick, you don't have enough assets to get Lamar Jackson. Like, where do you two go? Where do you go from here? Where do
you go, Bubba?
So there's 2 routes. There's one where we literally go with signs outside of the Dolphin Stadium until Steve Ross sells the team. Like, so there's that path. But excluding that path, Steve Ross is the owner next year. You have to.
Is he? He's kind of old.
Open up your computer. Hit Google Chrome, open up a tab, go to Zillow.com.
Got it.
Turn it around. Show your special teams coordinator, show Josh Boyer, show the defensive back coach. Actually, the whole defensive staff, pretty much. All of them. Tua Tagovailoa. the entire quarterback room and you say, make an account, put your house on it. You're gone. The only way, in my opinion, that firing Mike McDaniel makes sense to me is if Sean Payton is like, me and Brady are at the front door. Well, let's run this back. That's the only way. Because I'm trying to put into context. Yes, Mike McDaniel has had – this is an epic collapse. Like, I cannot hold you. He is so much of it. Like, there's not – what am I going to sit here and tell you that this is not one of the worst collapses in the history of this fucking sport? But
you will not.
So there's a couple of things here, though. This team, in my opinion, is not – it's not like it's soft, but Mike McDaniel needs to, like, not reward people who are making mistakes. Raheem Mostert should not be getting this much leeway. Why he is returning kicks as a 31 or 32-year-old running back with knee problems from the beginning of the year is crazy. Like how nobody was ever brought in for that because he's not good at it. He had no chance of returning a kick for a touchdown once. I don't even think he made it to the 40 once all year. We have Tyreek Hill and Jaylen Waddle. In a crucial moment, we never had those guys return kicks. I get it for the injury thing. We're all scarred from the Preston Williams stuff, but whatever. But here's the thing. This entire month, the quarterback play was just as bad as Zach Wilson, except for the first half and the Buffalo game against Green Bay. But it didn't matter because at the end, he pulled a Zach Wilson. We have to get a quarterback that can come in and play all 17 games.
Zach Wilson. Oh, my God.
This system requires a quarterback to come in, have a good week of practice, know the system, know where to go with the ball. Tua, I don't care if he's playing lights out. If you miss 5 games a year, it's not going to work. You're not going to win a division ever. You will never have a home playoff game ever when you're sharing this division with Josh Allen if you're missing 5 games. Even if he wins 10 out of 12, congratulations. You will still be playing a road playoff game as the 1 seed. I don't think Mike McDaniel's game plan has been bad. We saw today Skylar Thompson, Trent Sherfield wide open, Tyreek Hill wide open. We saw against San Francisco, dudes wide open. I don't think you can game plan and blame Mike McDaniel for Tua pulling a Ryan Leaf against San Francisco.
You got me fucked up putting that to the I can't, bro.
I need one with Tua and Publix bagger, like for sure.
Tua and hey, first of all, I think this the problem. The problem is y'all ain't never had Kane Justin on the 1s and 2s.
Nah,
Tua,
he's killing it.
Hey, hey, Justin, bro. Tua in a Publix bagger uniform, please. Goddamn, he's just listen, bro. That boy gonna have that bitch in the net 3 seconds, bro. Fuck is you talking about? No. Bubba, you trying to do exactly what I'm talking about, bro. You trying to absolve Mike McDaniels of blame, bro.
No. Here's where he's to blame. The penalties are a problem.
Kendall.
That's a good comment by Kendall.
But am I blaming Mike McDaniel?
Kendall.
Am I blaming Mike McDaniel? Absolutely. Okay, that's fine. But he started 1-7. Like, what are we winning the Super Bowl with Brian Flores right now? Or are we mid? Are we? Are
you not mid with Mike McDaniel, bro? Are you winning the Super Bowl with this? Are you winning the Super Bowl with the Geek Squad from Best Buy? No, bro, he's not. You're not doing it, bro.
They're setting up TV.
You're not doing it. You're not winning a Super Bowl with the white Urkel, bro. That man is soft, and he got your team out here playing like pussies, bro. They're not disciplined. They don't listen to him.
Stop worrying about Tua.
We're blaming Mike McDaniel for Tyreek Hill not getting set twice. We're blaming Mike McDaniel for dudes not getting set. We're blaming Mike McDaniel for people not knowing.
Time out.
I'm blaming Mike McDaniel for having an undisciplined football team because he allows them to leave practice when they want to leave it because he doesn't hold people accountable for when they make mistakes. I'm blaming Mike. But that's the same thing. Like when you do that when you do that over the course of a season, it culminates in performances like this where players are jumping off sides at horrific times. I am blaming Mike McDaniels for. I'm blaming Mike McDaniels for every fucking thing that people blame Brian Flores for. I'm blaming him for every goddamn one.
On some of the penalties, I don't think it's his undisciplined style. I think putting Raheem Mostert in the game after a fumble, that's a problem. Going to guys who are consistently messing up, that's a problem 100%. When Skylar Thompson comes in the game and you're going pass, that's a mistake. That's a problem. The time management stuff, not getting the play in on time. That's a problem.
But let's be fair though. When Skylar went in, like it was literally after a pick 6, and we were already down.
No, I know, but he didn't have to go. I don't think he had to go pass when we were down 2. Like you could have experimented a little bit with Jeff Wilson. I don't know what Jeff Wilson did to Mike McDaniel to not be the number 1 running back on his team.
But again, to my point, that is a reoccurring issue.
That's a problem. That's an absolute problem that he has.
I want to make sure that I get Nando in here because now he on Twitter scrolling instead of paying attention to the conversation. Nando, I want to get you to jump in here, bro. Like, how much of this are you putting on Mike McDaniel versus these players, bro? Because it's like how many passes, how many excuses can people make for Mike McDaniel?
Bro, you heard it earlier, man. I don't think there's much excuses to be made. I don't care if you miss players. I don't care if your quarterback is done. I think that when they give you the roster that you were given and your status and what they hype you up about being this offensive guy, I don't think there's more excuses. There's no excuses. Like, you have to find a way to adjust. Brian Flores adjusted time and time again. He was playing with freaking practice squad players, and he adjusted. He still made it work. He had a 10-6 season. He had a 9-8 season. We were supposed to tank, and he was out here winning games.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's ways that you have to, as a head coach, that you shouldn't be with this much talent, regardless if injuries happen. You got to find a way. It's the NFL. No one's going to feel sorry for you. And you got spotted an 8-3 record, my dude. You got spotted that. You should have. You played like shit against Chicago, where Justin Fields ran all over your ass. You played like shit in Detroit when Detroit put up 27 points in the half. You should have lost in Baltimore if it wasn't for Tua and Tyreek Hill. Like, come on now. Like, listen, Mike McDaniel is like, I'm thinking about it. Like, if Flores was with this team and you had Armstead and Tyreek Hill, I think this record will look damn nice right now. And regardless if Byron Jones is not here, or regardless, I think if Brian Flores had this talent on offense and he had this same team, we'd be in a different position. I'm
gonna let Bubba cook because he getting fried in these comments. What you
Let me say that I'm not saying Mike McDaniel is not.
Hold on. I'm finna stop you from cooking because now we got my dog pulling up. Well, hold on now. Let me put my boy from the gang. My boy Kane Kendall pulling up. Cook, my boy.
Hey, man. Heads got to roll. McDaniel, if we lose, McDaniel got to go, bro. Tua got to go. From 9-8 to 8-9, possibly looming. I don't want to hear about none of the Tua was out. Because, hey, Tua missed games last year. We got 9 wins. It is what it is, bro. Like, Mike McDaniel, all these penalties and stuff that he let slide, bro, all this cool kid stuff, like, oh, he's cool with the, the players, bro, all that come to fruition, and, like, you see the lack of discipline, man. It's nasty out there, bro. Like, you know what a head coach look like? Brian Daboll. That's a head coach.
Winning with Daniel Jones?
Bro, Daniel Jones made the playoffs before Tua Tagovailoa. Every full time.
No, that's not accurate, is it?
Oh, it's 100%.
They secured the sixth seat today.
I'm the gospel, bro. Every full-time starter from Tua's draft class has made the playoffs. Except
that's just, bro. Every QB Tua has played with has made the playoffs besides him.
Bro, like, it is. I don't want to hear it, bro. Like, it's no way he could be our coach next year. He's not a head coach. He's offensive coordinator. The same way Flo was a defensive coordinator to everybody because he was mean. Bro, it's the same thing in reverse.
But all right, so let's be fair though. I think we can at least give McDaniels one chance to show if he has friends. Like, I'll give him this upcoming off season to show me he has a friend that could pull and help him with the defense. Because that was Brian Flores' big issues, is he was not a nice guy. He was all about feelings or didn't care about your feelings, and he didn't have friends. So,
but I mean, with the defense, the last 5 games, boy, he looked like a better coach than McDaniel. Given the talent on each side, you get shut out against Green Bay.
I don't know if you about to get put on a poster or you about to like go miss it, bro. Some people ain't gonna like hearing this, bro.
Most people ain't gonna like hearing that.
It is what it is, bro. Like 17 points. I think Jarrett Stidham got 13 versus San Fran right now. And y'all franchise quarterback number 5 overall only put up 17.
Who only put up 13 offensive points versus the Pats week 1, bro?
Hey, listen, before you jump in,
Teddy put up 14.
Just said before you jump the hit game, the boy Bubba was finna get off. Bubba, go ahead and get your shit out, bro.
I was just saying, I don't think McDaniel is the big reason for this team doing this. Like, I think literally the quarterback play from the last month has been the worst in the National Football League. He is a big reason for this collapse. He's head coach. He has to take responsibility 100%. If I'm going to sit here and tell you what the number one reason for the Dolphins
is that just me or is that everybody else?
No, he's spitting, but we getting bits and pieces though.
I'm about to say he glitching.
Even your internet know you. Even your internet know you cap. No, we not hearing that. We only blaming McDaniel around here. He is to blame. I don't give a fuck what you were trying to say. No, but
Did Mike McDaniel scheme Teddy Bridgewater throw a pick 6 on 3rd and 15?
Probably.
After the ball was moving the whole
Absolutely.
game?
Probably.
Absolutely.
It's his offense.
Did he?
I don't know. I
Dude,
think
wide open
McDaniel told Tua to throw 3 fourth quarter interceptions too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Did Mike McDaniel? Oh my god.
Oh my god. I'm done.
No.
Yo, Justin.
No. I'm sorry. I gotta post that, Justin. I'm gonna give you credit. Unless you don't want it, bro. Let me know if you don't want credit. But God damn, bro.
That boy is goated, bro.
I've ever seen in my life.
That boy is goated. So we hit the 50-minute mark. And so we're going to start wrapping this up. But I got to ask y'all boys about whether or not y'all season going to be over next week. So y'all got the Jets next week. Nando, we're going to start with you this time, my boy. How you feeling about the week game? Right in the aftermath. I want to make sure I give this caveat. I will give everybody the right to reserve the way that they feel later on once they've had more time to digest. When we do our preview show on whatever day that comes out, don't worry, we'll tweet it. But whenever we do our preview show, I give you guys the right to reserve to change your pick later on. But how do you feel right now? Do you feel like your season is over next week?
I don't feel like the season is over, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy by this performance. That doesn't mean I feel good about this team. That doesn't mean that I don't think we're going to get smacked when we make the playoffs. That doesn't mean that I give Mike McDaniel a pass or just because we make it, it's okay. I think the problems are still the problems and they need to be addressed. Everything I said still stands regardless if we make the playoffs. The fact that we lost 5 in a row already shows me enough to just like make a lot of fucking changes. So I don't think the season's over. I think we make the playoffs, but that does not make it okay for what the hell I just seen over the last 5 weeks. That does not make it okay for the shit that Mike McDaniel has thrown out there on the field and that this Dolphins team has thrown out there on the field as well. So season over? Nah, I still think we get in, but best believe we get smacked first round of the playoffs. That's for sure.
Kendall, is y'all season over next week?
Yeah, bro. Like, Nando just holding on to the Finn fandom, bro. Like,
God damn.
Bro, me and Juan been telling y'all, bro. Like, as soon as shit look like it's about to crack with the Dolphins, bro, just expect the floodgates to open, bro. Like, the season is over, fam. Like, they're not making the playoffs, bro. Like, the Jets will make sure they don't. And this is another thing. McDaniel just split with Bill Belichick. Last year, Brian Flores ain't do that.
Oh my god!
Last year, Brian Flores ain't split with the Jets and possibly get swept.
Kendall,
a standard had been set in the AFC East, at least with the Dolphins.
How do I go? How do I?
Bro, you telling me you beat the Bills one time and you play them close, so you took a step forward. Cool, but you just took 4 steps back.
Mm-hmm. Facts on facts on facts.
Season over.
Don DeMarco, bang, bang.
Alex, bro, you owe a lot of people money. You told them to bang that over on the Dolphin win total, my boy.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
I did it because I thought he was crazy.
I tweeted right under it, boy. You just like losing money, Anna. The boy is.
Don't fry my dog, bro. He hasn't been through it with us. He hasn't been shooting in the gym with us, bro. Like,
listen, bro. He the last remaining.
Tua almost got me, bro. Like he had me fooled for a couple weeks, dog. Like, it gets the best of us, bro. It's not easy out here to be a Dolphins fan, bro. It's not.
Nah, fuck that. He the last remaining stand of Mike McDaniels on this network. So we finna fuck YSL bubble up now. What's up, my boy? Y'all making the playoffs?
No. What I say at the beginning of the stream, Mike White coming down to South Florida, a South Florida dude in the weather. Teddy Bridgewater will start this game and not finish it? What are we talking about here? Sauce Gardner's getting 2 picks. We're losing this game. We are handing the Jets a playoff spot, and it's going to be really fucking bad. Like, in front of the home fans, Steve Ross, after the suspension, in the booth. Like, this is going to be crazy. Like this is literally, bro. I'm just saying that, like, I don't blame Mike McDaniel for all-time bad quarterback play for 5 straight. That's just me.
Wait, hold on, bro. Teddy, nah, bro. Teddy wasn't all-time bad today, bro. I ain't finna let you do that to the day.
He threw a pick six. He threw a pick
And
six.
I don't give a fuck.
Sorry,
I don't give a fuck.
And left the game.
I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
because he
He got hurt on a routine.
But he okay, so he did the same
was
thing.
Tua
that
all-time
Emmanuel
bad
said.
against the Packers? Was Tua all-time bad against the Packers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that. He did
In the
say that.
second half, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tua
He
threw,
threw
I
3
mean, but,
interceptions on 5 throws.
yeah, but Teddy threw 1 pick 6, but
And
before
then,
that,
and then took a routine hit and left the game. You didn't finish the game, bro. That's all-time bad quarterback play as a unit, as a room.
that's par for the course with Dolphins QBs.
To be fair, that
100%.
Tua hit in Green Bay wasn't that, it wasn't that crazy.
That's a routine NFL hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only hit that Tua has taken that he got seriously hurt on that, in my opinion, wasn't a routine NFL hit was the one in Cincy. And the Buffalo one, yeah, with Matt Milano.
Nah, you crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That when he
That's
got
the
hit,
one happened a lot more.
the one
I feel
against
like.
Cincy was routine, bro. It was
Yeah.
routine, bro.
Hit. That's what I'm saying.
He always get hurt when he routine.
Yeah.
He
But
brittle.
then Teddy too on the follow through. This is the second time on a routine hit he has left the game and not come back.
Well, the
I
first
think
time they
the
took him out the
NFL
game.
doesn't like Teddy. I think
No,
Teddy's
like
been fucking somebody, some like NFL high-end personnel person.
I don't
He's
like
fucking their
Hey,
wife. Like
that
they
boy
took
did-
him out of the
that
protocol.
boy
They
did
put
go
him in
to the
protocol.
West now. That boy did go to the West now.
I blame Mike
They
McDaniel for trusting.
discussing over there at the West now. That boy did go to the West now. So
I blame Mike McDaniel for trusting Josh Boyer. I blame him for hiring the special teams coordinator, which is one of the worst special teams units in the league, 100%. I blame him for abandoning the run game time and time again. I just do not believe that the biggest reason for this collapse is Mike McDaniel. He is a reason. He is a major reason. I don't think he is the main reason. I would like to see him with Tom Brady, Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson.
He don't get that
I
luxury,
would like
bro.
to see it. He
He told you Tua was good enough.
Yeah, why? And when
I know he would lie to me.
I think
Tyreek lied to me too. I ain't gonna. What y'all want me to not get on Tyreek's ass too? No.
When Flores told you Tua wasn't good enough,
Oh well,
he was
that's
a bad man. So now you want to see McDaniel.
This is going to sound terrible. This is going to sound insane. I don't think it's a necessarily question of if Tua is good enough. He's not good enough to win a Super Bowl. He's not good enough to win the division. Tua to make the playoffs, I don't think that was incorrect. But he can't stay healthy. He will not play enough games for you to do it.
No, you can't.
That's
he's
the
not
problem.
good enough, bro.
The problem is that he doesn't play. It's not the fact that he plays poor. Yes, he has played poorly the last month, but if you take his winning percentage, he will. If he played all 17, would probably get in the playoffs.
But the thing with Tua is that you get,
and he'll never play all 17. It's never going to happen. It will never, ever, ever happen. He hasn't been healthy since his freshman year of college. That was the last time he was healthy.
Yeah, I think he was hurt that year too.
Go ahead, Warren Cook.
It's never happening.
No, I really don't know what I was gonna say at this point. Like I really was just basically kind of gloat. Just because like every year I'm the negative Nancy of like Dolphins Twitter, and somehow every year I'm kind of just always right. So like here I am looking at everything I'm gonna move forward thinking, and it's like, is that even negative enough? No, there's no way they're gonna go 8 and 9, and it's like, no, that's pretty fucking negative. They're probably gonna end up 8 and 9. So yeah, we're not making the playoffs, bro. We're not making the playoffs. We're gonna lose against the Jets because obviously we're gonna get swept against the Jets. Tua is still gonna be a question mark. The defense is gonna be a question mark. We're gonna go into 2023 having more questions that need to be answered than we actually even answered this year, which is sad when we were 8 and 3 in the number 1 seed.
Brian Flores lost 5 games in December and January his whole time as a Dolphin coach.
Ooh.
And you telling me it's not Mike McDaniel's fault, my boy? Mm-mm. And some of that was with the practice squad junkies in 2019, my boy. 5-4 the last 9 games, and we talking about coaching. We got to talk about coaching, bro.
Listen, like I said, I came into the episode with Mike McDaniels being my top op for this shit, and that's because that's what my standard was at the beginning of from the moment they fired Flores. I've been on whoever they replaced him with. I've been on their ass, and Mike McDaniel was the guy who they replaced him with, and so the bar was set pretty high. Y'all QBs always getting hurt. My QB is Aaron Rodgers, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
The playoffs.
Lucky you, man.
Man, tell me about it. You know what I mean? Worst season of his career, and I'll still get into the playoffs. That's wild. Damn. Must be nice. Must be nice. That's why I gotta have my hat pass on
I'll see you at Christmas, Royal. Remember when
You said what?
Remember when I was like, I'll see you at Christmas for Dolphins Packers. Get ready for that. Jesus Christ, bro.
You ain't show up to that stream, I'll tell you that much.
Hell no, bro.
I was here. All you motherfuckers who were talking about.
No, I was there.
Ain't none of you hoes show up to that stream, but I was here though.
Alex was there.
I'm not trying to cut it short.
Not in my narrative, he wasn't, even though I talked to him. I don't give a fuck about where he was. He wasn't here. What you said, boy?
Nah, the Twitter streets are calling my name, so like I need to go troll.
No problem. We're about to wrap this up. Any final thoughts on this game or the next game before we go ahead and wrap this up and close it out?
We fucking suck.
That is the best way to possibly end this show. So thank you guys in the comments as always for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to my boys Nando, Juan, Alex Maserati, and of course Kane Kendall for pulling up one time for the one time. We'll see y'all next time. Play the video, Justin.